the favorite time of the show where we play Stan It or Ban It, stupid.
The category is pageant perfection. First up, we
All
have Miss
right.
Ilona.
All right. So we got Miss Ilona.
Oh God, I love this look so much. The gown, the mermaid gown, the wig, the bejeweled like body cage. I loved it from head to toe. Honestly, this was probably the most gorgeous I've seen Ilona look. And I know this is very neck and neck with me from her poodle Cerberus look that she did a couple weeks ago.
The
I love
poodle.
it. Mm-hmm. Yes, it was amazing. I'm gonna stand this. I love this look on her. It was just perfection for me.
All right. I'm gonna have to ban it, and I don't think it's as successful as the poodle look. That was great. If you're gonna she did it all one color. This is another pastel. Pastels for spring, groundbreaking. But I just don't think it did much for her. The shape was there, but I didn't see any skin, and she didn't have a neck with the choker. I don't know.
Yeah,
I get where she was going. I would tweak it. Like, this is definitely something I would retool or revamp. So if she goes back to, if she ever gets on All Stars, they say bring back a look and retool it. That would be one you should do, girl. Who's next?
After Miss Ilona, we had Lemon, who gave the child pageantry vibe. This was amazing. I think this was my favorite look on the runway. So obviously I'm gonna stand it. It was perfect from the overly coiffed hair, very child pageant, the child gown or not gown, whatever dress, whatever the hell you want to call it, and even down to the sockets and the tap dancing shoes. Perfect. Loved it. I'm gonna stand it, honey.
Yes, I'm gonna stand this. Also, it was so good. It hurt. She was giving me all the JonBenet Ramsey, and if you don't know who that is, shame on you. Go Google her and find out if the parents did it or not. But she definitely gave all that little child pageant realness, which nobody thought of. They all gave more the adult version of it, and there's kids.
Pageant,
yeah, there's kid shit too, and it's quite hilarious what these mothers make their little kids do in pageantry. So I thought Lemon killed it. Good job, baby. Who's next?
Next up, we had Rita Baga. So Rita, as soon as she stepped out, I loved it. The gown is gorgeous. The gloves, amazing. The makeup was also beautiful. I think this might be one of the most gorgeous mugs Rita's ever done. What killed the fantasy for me was the thirsty wig.
The hair.
And baby, if you're gonna do one of those slick back wig looks or whatever, make sure it looks slick and wet the whole time. This is just for me. I don't know. I love everything else, but I feel like the wig just killed it for me. So I was really torn on this one. I'm gonna have to ban this. I think the wig just killed it for me. Sorry, girl, ban it.
Well, I'm gonna balance it out, and I'm gonna stand it because, like you said, this is the most pretty she's ever looked. Sometimes less is more, so less makeup sometimes is more. She covered her tattoos up, so she definitely was trying to give the illusion of, a graceful pageant, diva. Everyone gave her a hard time on the hair. The thing is with those girls that do all the wet looks is what happens when shit gets wet, shit dries. And I think, the lights are big on stage. All of our friends that have done the show say the lights are super hot, they sweat, the production is heavy, the heat. So I think that was a couple things that the wig just dried up, and it was thirsty and stuff. And again, none of her friends in the workroom wanted to help her and said, girl, let me help you with that wig or glue that lace down a little better or something.
Right? That lace was crusty, girl.
if that's the worst of her, just some little bad lace up top, I can forgive that. So, stand it, Rita Baga. Next.
Next up, we had Miss Priyanka, who looked, so fucking elegant. This Princess Jasmine, Bollywood dream. I was just drooling looking at how beautiful it looks. And she said that this look was inspired by her grandmother, which even,
her family.
That's even more extra points for me because I love my family very much. And when somebody loves their family enough to have their their family inspire their drag, that does a lot for me. Very much like Valentina when she did her wedding dress that was inspired by her mom.
Oh yeah,
her white party look. So I'm gonna scan it. I love it. I'm obsessed with it.
Yes. Good job, Priyanka. It is gorgeous, honey. Like I said, she's giving me Princess Jasmine Goes to Prom with no panties on.
No panties.
Yeah, no. Real ladies don't wear panties. But she looks great, gorgeous. I stan it. That she's just got that gorgeous skin color, like a double tall latte, that beautiful color, and it with a little splash of cream. Like, it's so pretty, and anything looks good on it. And that gorgeous turquoise with the champagne color, it just was so yummy.
Gorgeous.
Who's next?
All right, and then next up we had Jimbo.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I love what Jimbo was doing from the titty up, but the titty down. I was like, okay. First of all, I'm gonna start from the top. I'm talking about the hair. I love the hair. I love this very Texas pageant. The bigger the hair, the closer to God type thing.
Little whorehouse in Texas.
And then the mug is awesome. I really loved it. I loved how she had the jewels just dripping off of her face and off of the ear and even off of the back, and that really freaking cool for me. And then we get to the actual gown itself, and the shape just wasn't flattering. The ostrich feathers around the torso just wasn't doing it for me. And then I don't know what it is, but just the shape of the gown, whatever she was using to create the shape just wasn't doing it for me. And I don't know. I wish she just would have done better. If she had picked done even just a more flattering silhouette, I feel it would have been a lot better for me. Unfortunately, the gown is again what killed it for me. So I love Jimbo. I love everything that Jimbo does except for this. So I'm gonna have to ban it. Oh, I'm sorry.
I agree. I'm gonna ban this shit. Okay, I hate it from the titty up and I hate it from the titty down. It is not good at all. Again, I get what she was going for, but she's kind of giving me Marilyn Monroe on quarantine, So everyone gains a little pounds on quarantine. Fucking shit, Marilyn. What did you eat on quarantine? Good Lord. And again, she said she came from a improv background, clown background. That shit looked like a big top. What's under that skirt? I don't know. But I will give her some props. She stood by her look, and she told the judges she gave him a little assassin attitude back. Well, if you don't think it's glamorous, then that's what, And then in the workroom, she was going off in the workroom. She was pissed.
Because it was glamour.
Yeah, I mean, for her, I think that's her version of glamour. And again, she said in the workroom, you can't. Everybody's version of glamour is different, That's the beauty of drag. Everyone takes it in their own interpretation.
Mm-hmm.
But that being said, that shit was just ugly. That shit was just ugly. I'm sorry. That shit makes me want to drink till I black out and forget what it looked like. Sorry.
Normally I love a big top, but not that big top.
All right. Who's last on the list?
Last on the list, we had Scarlett Bobo, who, oh my god, this is just fucking elegant from head to toe for me. The gown, the hair, the I don't know, it's not a muff, I forget what it's called, but the thing she had over her arm, and it's just, I was...
The shrug or whatever? Mm-hmm.
Yes, the fur, it was gorgeous. I love the asymmetricalness of it too, it was beautiful. I'm going to stand this, obviously. I love Scarlett Bobo. I love this look. The whole Cruella de Vil vibe she had going on, / Manila Luzon vibe with the wig. Amazing. I'm obsessed. I stand it.
Yes, I stand it also, and I think she looked good. This is the best she's looked this whole competition. Again, she did a little softer face, which again, that means kind of maybe less is more when you want to show your real beauty. You don't need to do such harsh, everything. She looked amazing. She was giving me all the Dita Von Teese vibes, but a little bit of Kat Von D in there because she had she's all tatted up still. She looked pretty, and you actually got to notice where all her fillers at too, which I love. She looked so plump lips and her Botoxed out. She looked so good. She did great, and the judges loved it as well. The judges loved it. So, all right. So that was runway. Then we came to the critiques.
Mm-hmm.
Who
The
won?
winner was Lemon. So well deserved. Lemon
Shocker.
rolled it consistently the whole fucking time. Super well deserved for Lemon.
Like I said earlier, Bobo did a great job, but there was somebody who did it just a little bit better, and that was Lemon. And I mean, Lemon deserved it. Bobo was pissed because she thought she was gonna win, but you know, you don't get to see how the others do all the time because you're in the back changing and doing all that shit. So Lemon just did it a little bit better. Sorry.
And unfortunately, the bottom two we had Ilona and Priyanka, who were lip syncing to "Hello" by Ali X. Again, like I said, this is the first time that I've ever heard Ali X, so I loved it. The song was actually really catchy, and then Priyanka just killed this lip sync. She was just over here doing like the waving, and I was just like, "Girl, this is so good." What pissed me off was how Ilona got like kind of like bratty and like pushed her away at one point when she was like kind of close to her. It's like, girl, just like let her live her fantasy, you know? But
she was getting a little desperate, like Ilona, like you could tell, like she was like, oh, she's doing better than me, so I gotta do, you know, what I can do. I think they're both fierce performers. I thought Priyanka did better. It's good when you can kind of be serious, but then snap out of it and be like, play with the audience, you know?
Yeah, totally.
Ilona was just serious the whole time. Like, she had a point to prove, and apparently she didn't prove it because who got sent home? Ilona had to sashay away. And Priyanka got to stay. Thank God. Priyanka is gold. She needs to snap out of whatever is going on because she can be one of the finalists. Priyanka is so good.
I don't know how that gown didn't save her from the bottom too, because Priyanka just looked gorgeous, and I mean, whatever. At the end of the day, it is what it is. The judges can say what they want to say, but you know what? I'm going to say what I got to say because we got this awesome show. We can talk about our opinions too. So what's good?
Yes. So Priyanka, we see you next week. Ilona, don't forget to write. Okay. I think it was her time. It was Ilona's time. It's her third time being in the bottom. She's kind of delivered the same thing every challenge, you know. It's like the same thing, different color. And, you know, we're going to miss you, girl. All right. So that leaves us with 5 girls, right? 5 girls moving on to the next week.
Yeah.
All right. And it's a fierce 5. It is a fierce 5 girls. It's going to get tough.
I can't wait to see what happens. Honestly, like this is at this point, it's gonna be like splitting hairs because all the girls left. I mean, they were already like all amazing as it was, but these girls are just like fierce, and I love all of their crafts for different reasons. Even though I know I've said a lot of things about reasons.
So I can't wait for those bitches to bring it. Everybody at home, thank you so much for watching and bearing with us while we redid this episode. We promise we got all the technical difficulties out of the way, and we'll be back for week 8, right? We talked about episode 8.
Week number 8.
All right, y'all. Thank you so much for watching and supporting us. My name's Erica Fox.
I'm Captain Steve, signing off. Love y'all.
All right. You guys take care. Bye.